wake-up call to all of us. I know we are closing the day shortly, but do listen to our esteemed panelists here who are going to talk about the innovation they are doing in the startup space in the Indian chemical industry. This is the second edition of the Startup Bootcamp. Last year, we launched this, and we had some of the global startups from the Silicon Valley, from Europe, come over and talk to us, the Indian chemical industry, virtually. And they shared the cutting-edge work that they are doing. But this time, you can already see that India is not far behind. Our startups are also mushrooming, and our esteemed panelists are a testament to that. And very quickly, I will move on to the format of the session. We will have elevator pitches by all our 5 guests here. I will introduce all of them, and then one by one, in 5 to 7 minutes, they will talk about the kind of work they are doing. It's very important for budding entrepreneurs, promoters, directors that are there on the stage to kind of maintain a connect and interact with the industry so that we can together work on accelerating the pace of innovation and bringing sustainable growth to India. Now, without much delay, I will first request Karthikeyan to present what Proclean is doing. He's the CEO of Proclean. Proclean is a front runner in green chemistry solutions, and it uses probiotic and bio-based technology to create non-toxic and biodegradable chemicals. Karthikeyan, over to you.
Thank you, Rupali, and good evening to all. It's, a long day, and you've been hearing so much about chemical industry. There's no chemicals, there's no life without chemicals, etc. And there's so much of opportunity for us to take India to a 1 trillion rather, chemical industry size by 2040. So with this, there's so much of opportunities. I think there's a lot of buzz in terms of startups happening in tech space, digital space, etc. But I think it's important that this industry also needs many startups. I hope that this session becomes one of the driving factor for it, and thanks ICC for driving this session. So just to give you quickly start with in terms of what we do at Proclean. So we at Proclean bring in innovations in green chemistry that makes this world a better place to be for the future generations. And we do it in multiple path-breaking ways. And to start with us, on a lighter note, on a fun fact, that one of the path-breaking stuff was, the startup was founded by 3 gentlemen. And can you guess what is the average age of them when they started this venture? Was 60 plus years. Right? So that's the first step. But of course, what drove them to start up something like this at that stage of the career is the passion, and something what they believed is something they could do good or contribute to this society. That has been the driving factor behind Proclean's success. So that led to multiple innovations which form the basis for Proclean's ethos now. So there are multiple myths around green chemistry. Like first, green products doesn't meet performance. You have to compromise on performance. And number 2 is it's not economically attractive. Either it's super expensive or doesn't work without subsidies. And number 3, it's difficult to adapt. You need to do a lot of changes in your process. And 4, are they really green? There are so many claims, but are they really green? So we took a very holistic approach and addressed each one of these in our own way, which can be divided into 3 different buckets. One is circular approach. We start with green and renewable materials. And not only the starting point is green, we also ensure that the products we make are in a very eco-friendly and sustainable way. So we have a unique manufacturing process, which I'll explain you in a bit. And whatever products we make are very safe to use, non-toxic, and completely biodegradable. So all products meets this criteria, only passes through R&D. So once this, then we also focus on in terms of delivering performance. So absolutely either meet the chemicals we replace or exceed. In most of the cases, we deliver additional performance beyond the performance parameters which is to be met by this chemical. And on top of it, it's highly adaptive and works across broad range. So just to give you an example, enzymes are also one of the popular product in this category, but there are limitations for enzymes. They work in certain pH or temperature range. So our products works across all pH, and we have use cases up to 1600 degrees centigrade where live microorganisms work perfectly well. And finally, meeting the very important commercial factor is green without subsidies. All our solutions again focused on being economically competitive and also value adding to all our customers. So at every case so far, we have delivered values which results in additional saving beyond the functional parameter which the product meets in terms of either yield improvement, energy savings, utility savings, or in terms of their effluent treatment cost, etc. So we have two core technology platforms. The base platform is probiotic platform, where we start with a microbial culture. We ferment it. It's a unique globally patented process. And the fermented products, some of the products have live microorganisms, the biochemicals generated by this fermented microorganisms are further used for formulations, which use for multiple end-use applications. This is a core platform. About 85% of the business of today is made by this platform. But we found there are limitations of probiotics which cannot be met in order to give a comprehensive solutions to the specialty chemical consumers. So we added a complementary portfolio which again meets our green criteria, which is bio-based solutions. Either we start with plant-based or fermentation-derived ingredients. So that complements the probiotic platform that helped us into kind of giving a expanded and comprehensive solutions to our customers. So the core pillar of our success is this unique manufacturing processes, which of course compared to conventional chemicals is definitely low carbon footprint and green. But even within green category, just to compare with the conventional fermentation, where typically you start with a single strain, you do the fermentation process, but in a controlled condition, either in terms of aseptic conditions or in terms of, say, temperature controlled, etc. And finally, you get a product, a desired product, which is low in yield, where about 80-85% becomes undesirable product, which has to be separated, either thrown away or used as low value byproduct. Against this, our process is completely unique. We start with a consortium of microorganisms, which are about 20 to 25 different species, and we ferment it in ambient conditions. No heating, no cooling, no special conditions, no clean rooms, nothing. We just do it in normal facility. And the fermentation, once completed, the entire the entire fermentation broth becomes a finished product, which means there's no downstream processing, which again saves a cost of up to 60 to 80% in terms of operating cost. And since there's no wastage, of course, there's no generation of effluent. In fact, the only effluent is which comes out of process is the wash water after washing of the fermenter after every batch. So that's only which also primarily used for gardening purpose internally. So overall, it's completely unique and earth conscious and environmental friendly manufacturing footprint, where there's absolutely no use of any hazardous chemicals. In terms of utility consumption, in terms of water consumption, it's 93% lower than conventional products. And in terms of energy consumption, it is 98% lower. So just to give you a comparison, our shop floor energy bill or electricity bill is lower than our factory administrative building AC cost. So that's the level of low energy process we use. And finally, low carbon footprint. We have done a third-party study where they did a cradle to grave analysis and compared with market competition products, and we are 80% lower in terms of a carbon footprint. So with this Proclean's products, we have reduced about 11,000 odd tons of CO2 so far. I'm sure this sounds a drop in the ocean, but we feel that itself is a significant start. And just to give you a perspective in terms of how much this is equivalent to, you can see that it's about, say, close to 58 million kilometers of car or 74 million passenger plane kilometers, or about 100 million plus of bus kilometers, and say about 47 million tons of running of an AC hours. So that's the level of impact even with this we can create. So with this unique technology, we have leveraged about 7 different application segments. Textile, leather and paper, these are the core ones. And of course, in last 12 months, we have also launched 4 other verticals, which are water and wastewater treatment, consumer care, institutional cleaning products, and we have biosurfactants, which again goes for your consumer and personal care and home care products. But I would say this is just, we have scratched the surface. The potential of the platform, the technology platform we have created is far-reaching, and we can actually cater to multiple end-use segments, starting with renewable raw materials and the 2 technology platforms. What we emulate is multiple functionalities which we leverage from an end-use application. For example, surfactants is one of the core property we get out of this fermentation, which we leverage in terms of multiple end use, which are in terms of textile, paper, water treatment, or even cleaning products, etc. So there are multiple other application segments which we are working on. So the current segments itself has a potential of about 50 billion plus global market, which we can replace the existing, I would say, conventional chemicals in most of the areas. On top of it, we are also working on multiple large future-oriented application challenging areas in terms of, say, pollution, emission control, bioremediation or biobenefaction in mining industry, replacement of conventional chemical-based biocides in your paints and coating applications, which is one of the largest outlets for biocides globally. So there are multiple end-use applications we are working. So what we offer is a unique, compelling, and unparalleled value proposition. So all our products have to meet all these 6 criteria to pass through, which is truly sustainable. Almost all our products are 85% plus in terms of bio-based ingredients. That's the criteria we set ourselves. Superior in performance. It has to either match or even beat conventional chemicals. Value accretive. Compatible, easily, like a drop-in product they should be able to do, and should meet highest safety levels. Should be easy to use, and then of course absolutely safe without any issues with the users in. And finally, green manufacturing principle. So come partner with us. There are many ways, unique solutions we are able to kind of offer to our current set of customers, which actually transform the way they are doing their business. We have offered some unique solutions. We have in some of the process which have eliminated some of the chemicals. For example, in paper processing, part of the bleaching aids, we are able to optimize other chemical consumption like hydrogen peroxide, chlorine dioxide, caustic, etc. Similarly, in water treatment, we have completely eliminated chlorine as a biocide and other chemical-based biocides with a bio-based program. So these are the completely unique set of solutions we are able to offer. So I'm sure with the unique value proposition, we'll be able to deliver and make you successful in your business. And finally, not to miss, we can work together to make this world a better place and a sustainable future. Thank you.
कोई दूसरा वाला नहीं है, क्लियर वाला वो हो तो डाल दो।
make the payment here also. Indeed, you can make some of the activities from your ERP systems because these two are both integrated. And then, like Amazon, you can have a complete tracking of the orders as well. So this is the procurement use case, which I'm very pleased to say that some people have already adopted and are already gaining it. As I said, 5% saving in procurement yields 30% increase in profitability. Typically, in the chemical context, it is too good an advantage to miss out on. So basically, we are just a email or a phone call away. It's not an opportunity that is to be missed about. I was very enthused by speaker after speaker goading everybody to consider digital, going digital. And that augurs very well for you. But it's really time to make plans and do it. Because really the choice is to lead the revolution, the platform revolution at this time and gain the most from it, or follow someone else's lead and try to catch up later. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Puneet. I now invite Mr. Kunal Godambe, founder Green Shift Energy Private Limited. Embracing the circular economy, Green Shift Energy is driving waste to wealth mindship, and they are incubated in ICT Bhubaneswar. Kunal, over to you.
Hello everyone. Excuse me for my bad, unpleasant voice. That is because of the hello. Am I? Hello. Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. So excuse me for my bad voice. I will be wrapping up this. Due to some confusion, I don't have a presentation. I have few pointers regarding my my startup. So my startup is into waste management. So basically energy is the key for the development, and environment should not be a factor against energy. Access to energy and caring for environment should go hand in hand. Waste management helps reduce the resource mining and hence is directly related to energy and environment needs. Every waste needs different solution or value addition. One size fits all model does not work in waste management. Hence, innovation and R&D is the need of the hour, and especially for the sector like waste management. We are focused on developing chemical-based waste valorization techniques which are sustainable both from the environment point of view and also from the business point of view. We are working closely with ICT, that is Institute of Chemical Technology, for developing technologies that are scalable and replicable. We are recipient of DBT, that is Department of Biotechnology, BIRAC big grant for our project called as Agricultural Waste to Sustainable Packaging. Finally, startups are seen more concerned about the valuation, but we are more concerned about the value generation, and from that we will definitely create valuation. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Kunal, for making it here. Now invite Dr. Saugandha Das, Director and Co-founder, EDHA Innovations Private Limited. Housed at the Society of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, IIT Bombay, EDHA Innovation is translating scientific knowledge into quality solutions on maternal and child care. Over to you, Saugandha.
So warm good evening to one and all. I thank you all for having me here. And I'm a little in a different space, working in a different space from the other panelists who have spoken previously. But hardcore, I am a researcher and a pharmaceutical scientist. And I decided when I started off, I have worked in the pharma industry before, and when I started off as on my own venture, I decided to use the beauty and the versatility of chemicals in the area of medical diagnostics, and specifically in the area of point of care testing. Now you may ask why this area. So an interesting fact here is that more than 70% of medical decisions are based on diagnostic findings, and we have had ample proof reiterating the fact in the COVID duration. But sadly, when it comes to the number of diagnostic facilities or labs that are available, you will be shocked to know that there are 8 labs available for 100,000 people in India. So you can just imagine the burden, medical burden on the infrastructure that is available. So that is where IDHA comes into picture. What we do here is that we are trying to democratize point of care testing and actually get it to the masses by bringing the lab to the patient. So we are creating very simple platform technologies which would be very economical and would be affordable, and thereby, and the devices that we make, they are very portable, almost palm-sized devices which can be carried to on-field locations or rural settings, or for that matter anywhere, or any laboratory setting. So that is the kind of platform technology we are creating. As a formulation scientist, we have created various kinds of testing options on a single, based on a single technology. So on one single technology, we have different platforms which can test multiple biomarkers using a small device. And the beauty of this device is that it basically, first of all, is this portability. Second is that it can test multiple biomarkers within 5 to 10 minutes. One very important fact is that it completely eliminates the need of sample shipping. And you understand that when biological samples need to be shipped, it needs cold storage, it needs a cold chain. So overall, it increases the cost involved in the testing. So that is one major advantage. Also, the device that we have created runs on very low energy. It doesn't require a constant power supply. It has a battery backup which lasts for an entire day. And we have been very fortunate to have been supported by various reputed international and national organizations who are supporting us in our venture. And overall, the impact that this kind of a technology can create would be, first, that it can basically test anytime, anywhere. Second is that it would reduce the burden on the existing medical infrastructure. And being point of care, it doesn't require brick and mortar buildings to be made, because that would be a process which would take a lot of time and money involved. And secondly is that there is a huge dearth of medically skilled people who would need to be doing the test. So our device is made in such a way that even a basic level person can be trained to use the device at any place. So with all these capabilities, we are trying to expand our platform so that it can actually cater to multiple conditions. So currently we have already established proof of concept for multiple biomarkers, and we continue to add to this platform technology. So I am extremely thankful to ICC and also to my alma mater, Institute of Chemical Technology, for having nominated me to be able to speak at this forum. And I am really looking forward to networking to people who are here, present here, so that we can actually take this technology global. That is what I dream of. But starting off from India, we want to start contributing here and then move forward. So really looking forward to your support, and really looking forward to any kind of collaborative opportunities or any investment opportunities which can take this, help take this technology forward. Thank you.